Good morning. Great. Oh, yesterday I met one of my amazing tribe of yogis, and she was saying that whenever she sees me in the morning, she shouts at the TV, "Good morning." So good morning back. So great. Come into your child's pose. Come and rest in. Let yourself find just the ease of that, or the groan of that, or the depth of that in your body. Maybe just reflecting on how it's changed over the last 24 days. Some of you are doing this every day in the morning with me. Some of you are doing it every day the next day. Some of you are doing it in the evening. Some of you are coming along behind. Somebody started yesterday, way back in number 1. So just really noticing as you rest here, how is your spine, your rib cage, your hips, your lower back? Nice. And then coming into your cat pose. Your hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, and rounding your back. And arching your back. Rounding your back. Arching your back. Nice. One more time. Rounding your back. Arching your back. So yesterday we did this movement. I just love it. So stretch your right leg long behind you. And as you stretch back, look forward. And then bend your knee and tuck your head under and bring your toe to where your knee was. And this time keep your knee on in front of your chest. So you're really rounding your back and trying to get your bum down. Nice. And then stretch your right leg long, reaching back behind you, looking forward. And then bend your knee, bring your foot to where your knee was, and sit your bum back. And one more time, stretch your right leg long behind you, looking forward. And then bend your knee, bring your toe to where your knee was, and round your back over your leg. Just pausing there, really feel the foot lengthening, the spine lengthening, the hands reaching. Nice, change. Both knees on the floor, stretch your left leg long. As you lift, look forward. Bending your knee, bring your toe to where your knee was. Round your back, keep your knee in front of your chest. Stretch your leg long, reaching back, looking forward. Bend your knee and bring your toe to where your knee was. Last time, stretch your leg back, looking forward. And then bring your toe to where your knee was. Really sink into it. Rounding deeply. Nice. And then bring both knees to the floor. Super. Push back into your downward dog and just meet the whole of you. I love having a wiggle here. Meeting my layers, my connections, my movement, the sense of them, just all the different parts of me. How do I connect myself this morning? Nice. Come land on the floor and come lie on the floor all the way over. And just land all the way down, bring your arms wide like we do almost every morning, and just rock your knees from side to side. And as they rock, notice your hips, notice your belly, notice your rib cage. Nice, all the way back to center. Lift the right foot up and place the right ankle on top of the left knee. So my ankle of the right foot is resting on my knee. And then slowly lift the left foot off the floor and let that draw the right knee towards you. Lower the left foot to the floor. Bend your elbows so that they're pushing into the floor and rock your legs a little bit over towards the left. Come back to center. Lift the left foot off the floor. Let that draw the right leg towards you. Drop it to the floor, over towards the right. So we're going to repeat this movement, but it's a warming movement more so than into the end of the range of motion. So lift your left foot up, squeeze it in, lower it down, and drop your knees over towards the left. Back to center. Lift the left foot up, draw it in to the floor and over towards the right. Nice. One more time. Draw your knee up towards you. The left knee comes up. That pulls the right leg up. Drop over towards the left. Back to center. And then draw the left knee towards you and over towards the right. Nice. Great. Change sides. Well, actually, just stretch your right leg up for a moment and just roll out through your ankle there. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. Lower your right foot to the floor and then bring your left foot to the top of your right knee. Draw your right foot off the floor. Let that squeeze the left thigh up. Lower your foot down and then rock over towards the right. Back to center. Let them come up towards you. Floor and over towards the left. Center. Draw your right foot off the floor. Down, over towards the right. And draw your right foot off the floor. And over towards the left. Nice job. All the way back to center. Bring both feet to the floor. And then just flatten your lower back down and begin to roll up along your spine. So you're rising up, lifting up to the hips, and then rolling all the way down until you land on the floor. And again, rolling up along your spine, rising up. And then all the way down to land on the floor. Super job. So roll over onto your belly. So all the way over onto your belly. Nice. And then just bring your hands so they're, bring your elbows so they're underneath your shoulders and interlock your fingers and kind of rock your belly so that you feel like you're somewhat comfortable with your belly on the floor. And then just gently look over your right shoulder, looking back towards your right foot. And come back to center. And then look over your left shoulder, looking back towards your left foot. And back to center. Nice. Look over your right shoulder. And back to center. And then look over your left shoulder. And back to center. Bring your right hand to stand on the floor so it's a little bit out from you. And then kind of lift and look way down the beach. This is another one of those looking for the ice cream man. So I'm kind of lifting through my spine and going, can I see as far as I can? And then lower down, bring both elbows to the floor. And then bring your left hand a little bit out to the side. And then lift and look way down the beach. I'm looking at my geese. That makes so much noise. It's unbelievable. And then coming all the way down. Nice. So we're going to do a thing. We're going to roll over. So if you don't have much space, I'm really sorry. So bring both hands so that they're beside you. I'm going to do it so I'm facing you, so that might be easier for you to see. So bring both hands so they're beside you. And then reach the right hand straight forward and rest your head down on your right arm. And then bend your left knee and roll over onto your back. So you end up on your back with your left knee bent and your left hand resting on your belly. Hopefully. And then roll, so push the left foot into the floor, reach the left hand over and end up back on your belly with your right arm long in front of you. Nice, we'll try the other side. So bend your right elbow, stretch the left arm long, bend the right knee, and then push with the right hand and roll over onto your back until you land on your back and your right hand is resting on your belly and your right knee is bent. Left arm is over your head. Nice. And come all the way back. Nice. We'll try it one more time. Stretch the right arm long. Bend the left knee. Roll over onto your back. Very nice. I could just stay here now. Anyways, so rolling over, coming back to lie on your belly. Bend your right elbow. Stretch your left arm long. And roll over onto your back. Right knee is bent. Right hand is on your belly. How awesome. Super cool. And come back to center. So the next one, if you have, so just be careful of this one if you have anything going on with your lower back. Also lying on your belly if you're pregnant isn't all that great. So there you go. So you're going to lie on your belly and bend your knees, and you're going to lift your hands off the floor. And what you have to try and do is roll over onto your back towards the right without letting your hands or your feet touch the floor. Okay, so how would you roll over and end up on your back? So I keep my knees bent. It's much easier. You can keep them straight, but that's just really gung-ho, so don't do that. So I've ended up in kind of an upside down, we call it sheep pose. It's lying on your back in cat pose kind of. And then roll over onto your belly. Skydiver, kind of keeping your hands and your feet off the floor. And then roll in the other direction. End up on your back in sheep pose. Nice. Over onto your belly. Hands and feet off the floor. Roll to the right. Hands and feet off the floor. Roll back onto your belly. Last one. And roll over onto your back. And then come all the way back onto your belly. Oh, great. How super. So great. So bend your elbows, push your elbows into beside you, round your back, and push yourself back, coming up into your cat pose, and then pushing all the way back into your downward dog. And just feel that. For me, I can feel the outer part of my legs and the outer parts of my shoulders, like I've been rolling on myself. And I'm like, wow, I have. So just feel the fun of that. It's very wonderful, rolling around the place. Crawling, rolling. Nice. Bring both knees to the floor and stretch both legs long in front of you. And land on your bum with your legs long in front of you. Nice. And just roll your shoulders, big circles. And as you roll them, just feel how they are. Shoulders are amazing. And then roll in the other direction. Somebody else that I met yesterday, I went for a swim last night, 9 o'clock last night on Furbo Beach. It was pretty amazing. Make fists out of your hands, roll your wrists. And one of the people I was swimming with was saying that it's amazing how dark it is at 7 o'clock in the morning. She does it in the evening. So yes, it is dark. Roll your wrists in the other direction. Nice. Open your fingers wide, open your toes wide, lift your eyebrows, and then squish them all in. And then lift your eyebrows, open your fingers, open your toes, squish them all in. And then kind of wiggle them all, opening, closing. So wiggle your eyebrows up and down. Nice, cool. Okay, so from here, bring both hands forward in front of you. And you can sit into a cross-legged position if that's more comfortable, but keep your legs long in front of you if it's not. You can sit something underneath your bum if you wish, a little support of some kind, roll your mat, something. It's very nice. So we're going to have our hands forward in front of us, and then slowly bring your hands down towards the floor and reach them back behind you. So this is low, okay? You're still looking straight forward in front of you, and your arms have moved back, and you're just stretching into the front of your chest. Nice. And then bring your hands forward, let them land straight in front of your chest. And now you're going to travel straight back from your shoulders, and this is shoulders. Leaning into your chest as you draw your arms back. Nice. Bring your hands forward, straight in front of your chest. And then imagine that your hands are going to go to 11 and 2 or 1. 11 and 1. Up they go. Arms are wide. You're looking straight forward in front of you and you're leaning into your chest. Hands come together in front of your chest. And then straight up towards 12. Straight up. And just lean into your chest. Nice. Palms together. And you're going to go low. Lean into your chest. Hands together, shoulders, lean into your chest. Hands together, 11 and 1. Hands together, 12. Nice. Hands together, and now bend your elbows. So my elbows are bent and my elbows are together. And now draw your elbows wide and back. And just squeeze them back and sit up tall. Really feel like you're lengthening up through the top of your head. And now slide your hands upwards. Reaching as tall as you can. When you get there, your feet are stretching, your fingers are stretching, your spine is stretching. And then bend your elbows and pull your elbows down towards the sides of your hips or the sides of your rib cage. Nice. And glide again, reaching up. Get as tall as you can as you reach upwards. And then coming down, bending your elbows and drawing down. Nice. One last time. Reaching up, gliding really high. Get that length through the whole of your body. And then soften your arms, let them drop down and roll into your belly. And just have a sense of the groany, achy. And when we sit in the morning, and this layer of spine emerges. And then round, roll in the other direction. Listening, hearing, feeling. Nice. So bend your right knee and squeeze it up towards you. And then step your right foot to the outside of your left leg. Nice. And then bring hands over towards the left side. And then imagine that you can bring your nose down towards the floor. You might get stuck. Your arms might tell you that no, you don't want to do that. Your knee might tell you, your hip might tell you, or you might have your nose on the floor. It really doesn't matter. It's like your journey towards your nose on the floor. Nice. Coming all the way back up. Come back to center. Stretch your right leg long. Take your left leg over. Now squeeze it in first. And then take it over to the outside of your right leg. Bring both hands to the floor over towards the right side. So my left bum has lifted off the floor. And then slowly start the journey of drawing your nose down towards the floor. Whatever that is for you. And coming all the way back up. Back to center. Swing the right foot over towards the left. Both hands to the floor. And draw your nose down. And back up to center. Stretch your right leg. Bend your left knee. Nose comes down. Back up to center. Stretch your leg out long. Nice. So the next time we do it, we're going to hold it for a little bit longer. So bend your right knee and step it over. Bring both hands to the floor. And then just find the place where you're hanging out, you feel like wellness, and then get tall through the spine. Nice. Coming all the way back up. Change. Bend your left knee, draw it over, bring both hands to the floor, and draw your nose down. And all the way back up to center. Nice. Bring the soles of your feet together, your knees apart. Hold on to your shins and just pull your spine long. Finding length, finding that distance. And travel over towards the right. Holding on to your right knee with your left hand. Sit tall. And then over towards the left and sit tall. Super. Come into your child's pose. So come all the way down, resting in. Arms are long, Head supported if you want, or whatever version suits you. Knees wide, knees together. And just let it all settle. I'm quite amazed at how many of us are finding ways to make this work. It's not straightforward. It's not like, oh, and I'll do it exactly like this. It's like, oh, I'll do this and then that, and then I'll work out this. And it's just amazing hearing the stories of, I do it when I come back after the kids, or I do it in the evening, or I think we're amazing making this work. It's no small thing. It's amazing what we're doing. Creating time in our day to check in and move, to cultivate wellness, to be present in our bodies, to listen to screaming geese. Nice. Is your child's pose different now than it was at the beginning? Today and day one? Mine is. Nice. I'm reaching forward, finding your way, whatever you do. Coming out, finding your awakening, whatever that is. And then rising up. And cool. How nice, guys. How lovely. That was really nice. So great. Go forth and be awesome. Oh, just to say, October is really, really looking amazing. Strong, it's called. 28 days of strong. And yeah, it's about our strengths. Each of us have strengths in different places of our bodies, different places in our lives. It's about cultivating those strengths and really acknowledging that we're strong and able, and then we're vulnerable in different places. So nice. Great, guys. I'll see you all tomorrow.